So what's the real difference between a good career and a great one? Well, it's not just about what you can do. It's about the story people tell about you when you're not even in the room. That, my friends, is your personal brand. And today, we're going to break down the recipe for building a seriously powerful one, straight from Karen Kang's book, Branding Pays.
The book puts it pretty bluntly, doesn't it? Brand yourself or be left behind. And look, this isn't about having a big ego. It's about professional survival. In this crazy crowded world, if you're invisible, you're just going to miss out on the best projects, the promotions, the opportunities you really want.
Okay, so branding yourself. What does that actually mean? It sounds kind of big and vague, maybe a little intimidating, right? But it's not, I promise. All we need is a clear way to think about it and, a simple plan we can actually follow.
So, Section 1, brand yourself or else. Before we get into the how, we've really got to get our heads around the why. Because the game has totally changed, and the old rules for getting ahead, they just don't apply anymore.
Just think about this for a second. Your competition isn't the person in the cubicle next to you anymore. Nope. Thanks to globalization and social media, you are competing with experts from literally all over the globe. So to stand out in that massive talent pool, you have to be more than just good at your job. You have to be distinct. You have to be memorable.
Section 2, the cake and icing. So how in the world do we stand out without getting completely overwhelmed? Well, this is where it gets fun. The Branding Pays system gives us this brilliant metaphor that turns this whole complicated process into a super simple recipe. And here it is, the core idea. Bake the cake, then ice it. It's so simple, right? Your brand needs both substance, that's the cake, and style, that's the icing. So many people just focus on the flashy icing without a solid cake underneath, and it doesn't work. You absolutely have to have both to create something that people actually want.
Let's break this down even more. The cake, that's your rational value. It's your skills, your expertise, the actual results you can deliver. It's the what you do. The icing, on the other hand, is your emotional value. That's your personality, your passion, the way you make people feel when they work with you. It's the how you do it. Think about it. A great cake with terrible icing is just unappealing. An amazing icing on a dry, tasteless cake? What a letdown. You need both.
Now this is the official 5-step system from the book, and it's our roadmap. Positioning, that's all about defining your cake. Messaging, strategy, and ecosystem, that's about perfecting the icing and figuring out who you're serving it to. And finally, the action plan. Well, that's how we put it all together and get it out there. So let's start with the most important part, the cake. Okay, Section 3, bake your cake. Let's roll up our sleeves and head into the kitchen. Before we even think about sprinkles or fancy decorations, we have to get the core recipe right. This is all about defining your substance, what makes you truly valuable. And the main tool for this is what's called a positioning statement. Now listen, this isn't some tagline you put on your business card. No, this is your private recipe for success. It's for you. It forces you to get crystal clear on 3 things. Who exactly do I help? What big, painful problem do I solve for them? And why am I the absolute best person to solve it? Let's make this super real with an example. Take a look at Celia here. She's not just a process engineer. Notice how specific this is. Her audience, the VP of operations, and the executive team. The problems she solves, their biggest headaches, cutting costs and improving diversity. Her value proposition is so clear. I save you money and I make the company look good. And her secret ingredient, her differentiator, it's that killer combination of her day job and her leadership role outside of work. Now that is a perfectly baked cake.
All right, Section 4, add the icing. Our cake is baked, it's solid, it has a valuable foundation. Now comes the really fun part, adding that layer of icing that grabs attention and makes your brand unforgettable.
The first ingredient for some seriously good icing is your core values. And this isn't just fluffy corporate speak, okay? This is about what genuinely, deep down drives you. Authenticity is the name of the game here. Because if your icing doesn't match the flavor of your cake, people are going to know something's off.
Next up, personality. This is all about that emotional connection. Are you the inspiring visionary, the calm, super reliable expert? This is what makes people not just respect your skills, but actively want to be on your team, want to collaborate with you, and want to champion your career. It's a game changer. And your brand promise is what ties it all together. It's the consistent, predictable experience people can expect every single time they work with you. It's the promise that you're going to deliver not just the expert skills, the cake, but also that positive, engaging experience, the icing.
But here's the ultimate test of your brand. And it's a big one. It's not what you say it is, it's what you earn.
The real power of your brand is actually measured by what other people are saying about you. And that is where your brand ecosystem comes into play.
So how do you manage what everyone says about you? The short answer is you don't. You focus. You get strategic. The book has this powerful idea called the 90-10 rule. It says that just 10% of people, these are the key influencers in your world, they shape the opinions of the other 90%. So your job isn't to convince everyone. It's to identify that critical 10% and make absolutely sure they know, like, and trust your brand.
Section 5. Share your brand. Okay, we did it. We've baked the cake, we've added the icing, we know who we need to reach. Now it's time to serve it up and strategically share our amazing brand with the world. Your action plan really has two essential parts. First, there's brand improvement. This is all about strengthening your cake. Where are the gaps in your skills? What do you need to learn next to be even better? And second, there's brand communication. This is about promoting your finished product. How are you going to share your value through your work, your online presence, your network? The two feed each other. The better your cake gets, the more you'll have to talk about.
Let's just end with this powerful reminder from the book. It's not your job title. It's not just the list of accomplishments on your resume. Your brand, that carefully crafted recipe of substance and style, is arguably your most important professional asset. It's the key that's going to unlock doors and help you build the career you really want.
So the only question left is the one you see right here. Your career is a brand just waiting to be built. You have the recipe. You have all the ingredients. So what are you going to build with it?